Nick, do you have any recent games to talk about?
I don't, I'm afraid. I don't have any recent games. I have a very old game, which I finished this week, which I talked about last week. I finished it 100%. I finally did the last couple of challenges on Olli Olli, and it's very similar to what you said. Like, the game is fantastic. It's a wonderful, pleasant experience when you're doing the regular challenges, and then when you go on to the pro challenges, it becomes a bit of a nightmare in the later part of the game. So the last world, the Neon City, a couple of those challenges took me forever to do. The biggest problem I had was the spin 50 times and finish the level, which, it took me about 3 hours. I couldn't figure out how to do it.
And no counter to tell you how many.
And no counter to tell you how many you've done exactly. So it took a lot out of me. But very, very, very satisfying when I finally did it. Basically, I had to relearn how to play the game again because there are two ways to spin. Basically, you can spin after you've jumped. So what I would do is I would do my trick and then start spinning midway through my jump. But if you hold down the R button as you jump, then you begin spinning when you jump. And obviously, you can, instead of 2 spins, you can fit in 3 then. So I played the whole game, basically. I played the whole game in my way, which was actually incorrect. And then trying to relearn this mechanic just to do one challenge, it took a lot out of me. But I did it, so yeah, I used YouTube.
Did you say I wasn't listening properly, sorry, Nick? Did you say how long it took you to finish that challenge?
3 hours. For one challenge. The whole game took me about 12 hours altogether. So it was 25% basically of my playtime was spent on one challenge. But anyway, I've forgiven that frustration now. And I think this is a solid game, an excellent game. I did a little mini review on the gaming diary thread on the forums. Fantastic mechanics, fantastic aesthetic, soundtrack, excellent 2D skateboarding game, which feels very similar to Tony Hawk's in its approach to gameplay. But it's fast, it's easy to pick up, but quite difficult to master. And you can just restart when you do something wrong and just get back into it. And when you get everything right and you don't mess up, it feels great. So Olli Olli, highly recommended. It's not expensive on the eShop. The game actually comes with 2 games, the first one and the sequel. I've started playing the sequel, and it develops on the mechanics of Olli Olli, the first one, in an interesting way that makes it more challenging and makes it have like more possibilities, and that is great. I've really enjoyed playing Olli Olli 2. I've put about 2 hours into it, and I'm nearly done with the beginner challenges. So maybe when I finish that, I'll talk about it more in detail.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can also check out our other great content on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the N-E Café podcast from all good podcast providers. Just follow the links in the description below.